Hey!
What's going on, everybody?
Welcome to Volumes of Blood 3. I have to do that every now and then.
Wait, are we live?
Yes.
This is an impromptu. It's not really an impromptu. We just didn't really share much about it today,
No,
but it
okay.
is going to be our final.
Yeah, so we'll
Final
see.
video.
We'll see who all shows up and who doesn't. But welcome to the INDIEGOGO live bumming for money, so we can get the next installment of Volumes of Blood made here in Outbreak Studio. You know, it's Mother's Day, so any of you mothers,
Happy Mother's Day,
Happy
everybody.
Mother's Day from Blood Moon Pictures, Outbreak Studios, or Outbreak Podcast, I should say.
From our family to yours.
Yes. Welcome. As per usual, these live shows are brought to you by moi, Eric Huskisson, Blood Moon Pictures, and
PJ Starks.
yes, we are here to literally beg for money without actually getting down on our hands and
Right.
knees and crying and whimpering for money to actually complete the Volumes of Blood series. The last one is going to be called Devil's Night, Volumes of Blood 3. So let me turn my phone down so I don't hear the echo.
Yep.
And
It really is begging for money. I mean, I know we
Yes.
joke about that, but it is. But it works because
Yeah.
as of today, we're $9,370 in the good. We're trying to get $15,000, so we're only 62%. But hey, that's 38% left to go with 2 days left. And I would be lying if I said I honestly did not expect us to get to 62%.
right, because our first one we only hit 4,000. So first
Yep.
and foremost, that being said, PJ and I, Blood Moon Pictures, Volumes of Blood, however you want to look at that, want to thank everybody. I think we're up to 119 backers on this one. Is that
Yep.
correct? Did I say backers? Are we in Kentucky?
Backers.
Backers.
Or
So yeah, we're at
contributors.
119 backers. So we cannot thank all of you all enough. Without your all support with this and the other two films, we wouldn't be here talking to you. Because of your support, we are moving that much closer to getting Devil's Night made. PJ and I are tickled to death. We both get up and do backflips if we could physically do them. So that's not going to happen. So
You don't
we'll just-
want to see me try to
yeah,
do a backflip.
I really want to see him do it because
All
I don't
this
want to have to
shaking
take him to the
around.
hospital, or I don't have to call the ambulance. But anyway,
I actually said the other day that I am now the same size Chris Farley was when he passed away at 33. Not to try to bring anybody down.
did you eat paint chips as a kid?
Why?
That would be very good. I didn't.
That was terrible.
Yeah,
I'm not Chris Farley.
Oh
though.
well, that's true. And I didn't have a water hose.
I used to be.
Yeah. So anyway,
You didn't give me time to prepare.
I'm sorry.
I didn't know I was going to
You
have
said
to
it was
act.
impromptu. Well, I mean that's that's what you do. You are.
That's improv. I'm not a professional improver.
Yeah. I know what you're a
Improvisationalist.
professional at. But anyway.
Oh yeah, tell your mom I said hi, by the way.
Hey,
Thank you.
see if I have us back here in your studio again,
Yeah.
David.
This might be the wait. I'm on his side. Go ahead.
All right. Welcome to the Mother's Day live broadcast for Devil's Night Volumes of Blood 3. We are here to talk about our Indiegogo campaign, like PJ was talking. We're at about $9,400, have about 120 backers. Thank you again, everybody, for that.
Yes.
The Indiegogo package or page, campaign, whatever you want to say. We have several packages. You can go from anywhere from $25 all the way up to $1,000. There is a couple of exclusives that are involved in our campaign. One is a poster by Michael Broom, which is a pretty badass poster. I say that every time,
You can
but
see
it is
bits
true.
and pieces of it right here,
These
actually.
that's elements. I think it's getting pulled up as we speak. Thanks to our tech guy in the room.
We've got David up here in the booth.
Yes, thank you, David. We appreciate that. And so that's one of the exclusives, and you can only get that through this campaign. And also one of the perks that's still left, and there's only one of this perk, so it is a main exclusive on here. But here's the poster. We'll go back to that for a second. You can see Michael Broom's stuff on The Walking Dead. If you're a Walking Dead fan, he designed a lot of the zombies. Drew them for them. So that if you're a Walking Dead fan, there you go. Jump in and get this exclusive poster. And this is the perk that I was talking about, an exclusive. Tamara Glenn has come on as an executive producer and also is going to be on screen for us. So the weekend she is in, she has graciously offered herself for dinner to go out with one fan. Well,
Gracefully? Are you making up words now?
What did I say?
You said gracefully.
Oh, graciously.
She's not offered herself up for dinner.
Well, she's offered herself to go to dinner. I know she didn't offer herself up for dinner.
Oh man.
You gotta
Take
her to dinner.
two.
She's offered to come in and have dinner with one fan that
yes.
does the
And what's she gonna
$550.
talk about? Her roles in movies.
Well,
That's
I
true.
mean, I can't talk if you all keep interrupting and saying shit.
And she's already. Oh, he's getting mad now. He dropped the S-bomb. Now he's gonna pout. Poor Eric. No, but she has graciously offered up her time to go out to dinner with one lucky individual who gets this celebrity dinner perk. It's only $550, and it's been predetermined that you'll be eating Mexican.
Yes.
So you do have to. I mean, there might be some leeway there. I don't know.
Yeah.
We might, if you don't like Mexican food, we'll go through a McDonald's drive-through first, and we'll get you a Happy Meal, and then you can eat your Happy Meal while we all eat delicious Mexican food.
She is of the Halloween franchise, Halloween 5, which David mentioned in the background. She's also was involved with Freddy's Nightmare, so she's been in a lot of stuff. So if you're a horror fan, that would be something you need to jump on. Those are two of the exclusives. Like I said, there is a $25 perk all the way up to $1,000. There's 3 producers that you can do. You can be a co-executive. You can be a producer.
Co-producer, and
Oh, the contributing
Yeah.
producer. So those are all great. If you don't want a perk or don't care about your perk, but you want to still help out, that we appreciate that, and that's great. You can click the back it button. It's a little red triangle above. Triangle. It's a little red rectangle above the perks that you can click on, and you can donate any monetary amount you want. Honestly, this is vodka. I'm just telling you straight up vodka.
he is.
That's why.
It's actually
There is
it's
the
it's a
rectangle.
cup full of paint chips.
Yes, it is. Because I did eat paint chips as a kid. Why?
Well, it is
Anyway,
it is a Bengals
So you
cup.
can click
so.
on the back it button there, and that'll take you to where a screen where you can give a monetary amount. You won't get any perks. You can give anywhere from $1 on up, however you want to. And once again, if you don't have the money or you do not want to contribute that way, please, we beg, we ask, share this with people,
Yep.
coworkers, friends, family members, neighbors, anybody you may know that be a horror fan. Get it out there. Networking is what made us, what got us together. So another way that you can contribute, PJ, you want to jump in on that one?
I've got a headache. Where are you going with this? Oh, yeah. So we do have 2 previous films. We have a pretty solid track record. And I know a lot of people, I'm going to preface
There
what
you
I'm
go.
about to say real quick. Go back to the main camera real quick before we show these, because I do want to say this. Thank you, David. So I want to preface by saying that at this point, we do have a pretty solid track record. And I know that quite a few people, I've heard this horror story, no pun intended, that people have been burned doing Indiegogo and Kickstarter and crowdsourcing and or crowdfunding, where they're not getting their stuff or they've given to projects that just haven't happened. The great thing about the Volumes of Blood movies is they've happened and they're continuing to happen. And this one is going to happen. So thank everybody who has contributed to this point. We still have some ways to go, but just know that if you do contribute over the next 2 days, you're giving to a project that's going to get done. And you know that because here's proof positive sitting right in front of you. And like Eric said, if you're interested in these movies, you can check these out. And it is another way to contribute, because if you watch them or if you purchase them, then all that money that we get from the previous productions goes directly into the production of the 3rd film. We don't profit off this. We don't pad our wallets. It's about making movies. That's why we do this. We have full-time jobs. If we wanted to make movies full-time, we'd go and do that. But we love this. It's kind of a professional hobby. And, so we have the first Volumes of Blood here that you can only get right now through ScreamTeamReleasing.com. It's the special Collector's Edition. I wish we could take credit for the Collector's Edition. We cannot. Justin Seaman, who runs the company and is the creator and writer and director of The Barn, the T-shirt that he's wearing over there. Justin came up with that, and I hate him for it, but I still like him. He's a good guy. And he actually did a very successful campaign this last time for the barn too. Yeah, and I mean in the last couple of days he didn't think he was going to make it, and he did. So we're hoping for a semen miracle here, where we will, get the last two. Sorry, I got distracted. David is commenting. So anyway, so you should check this out if you haven't seen the first one. Now, the films by design were made to where you don't have to see one or the other in order to understand or enjoy them. They're completely standalone projects. And like I said, this is only available through Blu-ray, the special collector's edition at ScreamTeamReleasing.com. The sequel over there is available through DarkCutsPictures.com if you want to get a Blu-ray or a DVD. What are you doing over there?
Huh? I'm trying to get David's attention, but he's reading.
But it's also available on.
I'm getting a phone.
Is your mom calling?
No, my cousin's calling. Should I answer? I'm
But you can also, if you have Amazon Prime,
Yeah,
you can watch it for free. You tell who is that? You tell them.
He hung up.
He probably just got on and noticed we were live and was like, "Oh crap!" Now we know what real celebrities have to go through whenever their cell phones go off during live events and things. We should have. He's calling back. Tell him that for calling, he has to get at least the $25 perk. But if you have Amazon Prime, you can watch Volumes of Blood horror stories for free.
Are you there?
And you can also, it's Vudu, VHX,
I'm in the middle of
iTunes,
a live broadcast
Google Play.
on Facebook too.
So,
Can you hear me?
well, if he's not going to talk, tell him to stop calling.
I'm in the middle of a live broadcast on Facebook.
Anyway, I wore this shirt today in honor of Chucky. Yep, I don't know how everybody
call you
feels
back
about
here
the
in about an hour and a
remake. I'm going to give it a shot,
All right, sorry.
but I'm not sold on the new look. But I am sold that Mark Hamill's doing the voice, and I think that could be potentially the saving grace. But beyond that, I'm going to give it a chance because there's a lot of really good remakes out there. The Hills, yes. The Hills Have Eyes is probably one of my favorite remakes. I even liked Last House on the Left remake.
Yeah. Does that anything to do with Volumes of Blood?
It doesn't, but neither did your cousin calling. So,
Well, I mean,
what'd he say? Did he say, "Hey, I'm going to get that $550 celebrity perk that someone was so good generous to
No.
give us"?
No, he didn't. I told him I would call him back. So, David, thank you. Put out there, buy your mother's a walk-on roll. That's a very good idea. You can do that. We still have
That's
two
true.
of those left.
You can get your mother any of these
Yes, you can.
as a Mother's Day gift.
Actually, we have a Mother's Day special today. You get any of these today, and tell your mother about it, she'll probably be very happy with you. So,
That's very special.
yes. So, you need to jump on that. I think that's something you need to do right now.
You need to get down on it.
We have a bunch of people on here. Thank you to everybody. Jack, I don't think you're rude. Well, I'm rude. I think everybody's rude. But
Oh
anyway,
yeah, you're very rude.
Eric Bertram. Oh, Eric Huskinson's chimed in. Who's that guy again? We got Eric Bertram. David Abrams is on here. Haley Huskisson. Jack Midkiff. We've lost a few people.
Yeah, we lose a lot of people, but that's
Yeah.
okay. We can't be
Jer Brito
we
was
can't
on here
be
too, I think, a while
on
ago.
24/7.
We try.
Being funny is not like a light switch. It just happens naturally. You can't flick it on and off.
I flick it on all and off all the time.
I know that's why you're sleeping on the couch so many nights.
What?
But
okay, whatever. I don't know what your all's problem is today, but anyway, we need to talk about Volumes of Blood.
we are talking about Volumes of
okay.
Blood. That's why we're here. So we have an Indiegogo campaign, and yeah, it's the last 2 days, which are very crucial because it means we only have 2 days left to get 38%. It's only 38%. We're 38% away. That's all.
Eric Bertram said he is such a big fan. Thank you, Eric. I appreciate that. Get out there and push this for us.
Yes,
Tell all your
Eric
friends.
actually contributed today, mainly because I
Bugged him.
shamelessly, sent like 200 private messages and was like, please help us support the project. If you don't do it for me, do it for your mother. It's Mother's Day. It's very important to your mother that this movie gets made.
Are we that boring?
Only to David.
Okay,
David's
I
back there
just
yawning,
checking
but I'm
out,
sure
just so you
everybody
know.
else is laughing hysterically and slapping their knee.
What?
You better not start slapping your knees.
Abbott and
Or this will be
Costello
over.
lessons. Abbott and Costello lessons needed. Now you are being rude, Jack. That's just rude.
Abbott and Costello are dead.
Yeah. Well, so Jack wants us to be dead. Is that what he's saying?
No, he wants us to get lessons from two corpses, which is
Oh.
impossible.
Jack. Well, anyway, there's a third way that people can contribute if they want to, which is going to help themselves and help us.
And it's not a proctology exam.
Yes, exactly. That comes later. Anyway. Yeah.
That is not a perk.
Oh, well, it might be.
Well, it is if you catch a polyp early on, I guess. Anyway,
Yeah.
happy Mother's Day.
Yes. Get colonoscopies when you're supposed to.
That's
it's
right.
important. But anyway, another way is they can contribute to the film, and something that helped us, or basically got the second film paid for, was product placement. So if you are a business in the tri-state area, and you are interested in some product placement, you can contact PJ through Facebook. You can contact me through PJ.
Don't bother talking to Eric.
Yeah, just contact him for everything.
Contact Eric directly.
You can contact me through Facebook. You can get on our email page, bloodmoonpics@gmail.com. Probably.
Why are we showing this?
Product placement.
Product place?
Hey, horror fuel.
Oh,
Speaking of which, like, see, here's
I was confused by the shot change.
Horror Fuel. Yeah, our buddy Kelly McNeely has sent us these koozies that we can use. This is her horror site, Horror Fuel, and this is what Dave was talking about. This is something you can do, like the barn. The T-shirt that I'm wearing. This is another way we could do product placement. We do have packages set up. If you want to contact us, we can meet with you, or we can send you something.
Fiji water.
Like Fiji Water's another way to do it.
Only the best.
Yes.
Only the best for volumes of blood.
Yes. So anyway, but that is the way that we did get the second film pretty much.
It tastes like global warming. We just lost everybody at that point.
Mine doesn't taste that bad, but it does. But anyway, yeah, there's three ways. I mean, you know anybody locally that has a business? It could be a pizza business, it could be a beverage business, it could be a plumbing business, it could be any business that might have a sign that goes in a yard, or has a delivery vehicle, or has something logo on a T-shirt or a hat or anything. They can get in a movie. We've done that several times before. We've already got a couple of sponsors on this third one. And if anybody knows anybody, you can let them know, hit us up, tag them in this, say something.
Yeah, I mean,
to
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but there's like
Yeah, that's
70
not big.
different. There's somewhere around 70 different options for product placement within the new movie. And I know that sounds like a lot, and it could be overkill, but it's really not. And there's so many different ways, from, like you said, T-shirts to signage to if you have like a some kind of a alcohol. I know that there's like homemade
like CYO Brewing.
things of that nature. I mean, if you have something like that, I
Ozzy
mean,
Tyler.
there's plenty of opportunities in the movie. So if you have a business, contact us.
A pizza place.
Contact me directly. If you want to talk to Eric, go through me, as Eric has already established.
You can
And
get on my Facebook page.
you can, but you probably want to go through me first. And I'm kidding. No, you can. You could get in touch with us through the Blood Moon Pictures.
Mm-hmm.
You can get in touch as far as like the Facebook page. You can up here. There's a email address that you can get
Right there.
in.
Right there.
No,
I can't do
you're
that.
you're so off. It's like right there.
No, I don't think that's right. See,
No,
right.
it is.
See, right? Okay.
Yeah, boom.
Chickaboom.
You just got mic dropped on.
You don't even have the
On
mic in
you.
your hand. That's stupid.
I don't have. It's a hypothetical mic.
Hey, Chris Burton, thanks for joining us. Chris Burton says hello. Alex Clark is watching. Hey, Alex, how you doing? Thanks for joining us, everybody. We're here talking about Volumes of Blood. Well, basically, Devil's Night, Volumes of Blood 3, the Indiegogo page, or the campaign that we have running right now that's going through Tuesday night. We're about to run out of time. We've got about 2 days left.
Yep.
right
Right under 2 days.
Little over 48 hours
Yep.
to go. We are sitting around 9,400. We have had about 120 contributors, which is great. Thank you, everybody, for being gracious and giving some money to help the cause to get our movie made. Thank you very much. Please share it with everybody. If you can't do any kind of contributing, we understand. Please share for family and friends, horror fans that you may know. Let them know what's going on. Maybe they want to get involved and help out. With the perks, I mean, there's several ways they can get involved. There's a $40 package. They can get their picture on a wanted poster. They can put a family photo on there. They can get a walk-on role. They can pay to be an extra in the film. There's 3 producer roles. There's just so many things. You can get a movie, an exclusive poster. You can click on there and just click the back it button above the perks, give money.
Somebody asked me yesterday what the difference between a walk-on role and an extra role was. And the walk-on role is a bit more expensive. And that's because you are getting featured in the film. You're having a part written for you. And you also you'll have lines of dialogue. Plus you get a bunch of other things like the digital poster in the movie and things of that nature. The extra role, you're basically a featured extra. You won't have any lines or anything, but you are pretty much guaranteed to be seen in the film. And plus, you get the movie on Blu-ray, and you get the exclusive poster that you can only get through this campaign.
Correct.
And that's the thing about the poster. People have asked about the poster, how they can get it. It's literally only available through the campaign. It will not be available anywhere else, any other time. So this poster that we have, this Devil's Night poster, if you want to get your hands on that, then the best option is probably the $25 perk because you'll get the movie and you'll get the poster.
Michael Broom is a hell of an artist. If you go look at his stuff, get on his site and look, he's one hell of an artist. He's done a lot of stuff with Nicotero's group for The Walking Dead, designing zombies and stuff. So if you're a Walking Dead fan, I suggest you do some kind of perk on here because you will get that exclusive. Can't talk today for some reason. I have enough vodka in my drink today. You can get his
Today's like
exclusive
every
poster
day,
only
man.
through our campaign, so you need to jump on that. Looks like Jim Clark has sent you a message, and we have a pretty cool question here.
Hey, Jim.
Shane Samsel wants to know they can't contribute until after our campaign is over, and can they still contribute afterwards? And that is a big resounding yes.
Yep.
We can work out something. We may even we're gonna do a GoFundMe on some stuff later on.
Yeah, we're talking about the GoFundMe. We've discussed.
It's gonna be completely different. It's not gonna be these perks at all. It'll be something different. But
right. We've also talked about doing an auction. We have a whole bunch of props, costumes, masks and things, scripts, just all kinds of stuff lying around from the last 2 films. Some signed by the cast, shot lists, storyboards, all kinds of things that are literally just lying around collecting dust. And we've talked about doing some kind of an auction where we can, give that stuff away, and then whatever we get for it, of course, all that will go into the next production. Something we haven't really talked about, but I guess ultimately, getting the movie funded right now is the most important thing. That's the only way this film is going to happen. Like right now, we have a very specific goal. The $15,000 that we got somebody doing yard work next to the studio. No,
it's not your fault,
David. I expect you to go out there right now and tell them to stop, because if we were shooting a movie right now, that's what we would have. We did do that.
Yes, we did.
We actually, we were shooting a scene in the kitchen at the house during the second movie, and then we had to go next door and tell this whole crew to stop weed eating and mowing in order to get it done. But maybe if we just bang very loudly on the garage door,
we're good.
Stop.
We're fine.
No. Okay, so what were we talking about?
Prima donnas and how to work with them.
That's right. That's not what we were talking about. What were we talking about?
Well, you were doing your usual ramble on when we were asking about things that people could do about scripts and stuff like that.
Oh, we were talking about the option. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Something we have sort of maybe talked about. I don't know. I know I've thought about it, but maybe we could potentially do another Indiegogo campaign.
But they would be different perks.
But yes and no. I mean, it all kind of depends on what we decide. But ultimately, it's about getting the movie funded. Mm-hmm. We have a very specific goal we're leading towards. That's what I was talking about.
Right.
So the $15,000 is really just to kind of give us a good start, a good boost forward. Mm-hmm. But ultimately, we're looking at a projected $50,000 to get the movie made. And that's everything from special effects to wardrobe, lodging, insurance, food, props, set dressing,
Wardrobe,
ancillary
gas.
materials, travel. I mean, it covers
Cleaning
everything.
supplies.
And
Yeah,
plus,
it's
a lot of it's
everything.
because this project has the largest cast out of all the films. So there is a lot of production costs that's going into the movie. So, but see, that's the thing. I mean, the whole purpose of even doing and continuing to do this series is you want to make everyone a little bit bigger and a little bit better every time. The first film cost $6,000 to make, and that was essentially, this is the amount we have. What can we do with this amount? We then set a budget for the second film. We ended up getting over that budget, so we were able to put more into the production. So it was somewhere between $23,000 and $25,000 for the second movie. So now the budget for this third one, and the whole purpose is larger because the whole purpose is to make it more commercially successful. That's what we want to do. It has to look better. It has to be better. Better acting, better narratives, better story, better production cost, better production value just across the board. Otherwise, there's no point in even doing this.
Right. Well, we've had a few people join us. Since I hope that Shane, I hope that answered your question. Chris Sloan's watching. Matthew Solomon, Shane Devon, Michelle Sales, and Robert Howard just joined us. Eric Bertram also had a question too. If he bought a tier, does he get all the perks of the tiers below the one purchased? On a couple of them, that's true, but not on everything. Because
Right.
like if you do the picture in the film, you're not going to get well, no, you do get the movie. Well,
Yeah, you get the movie, you
Right.
get the poster. That's pretty much across the board after
Right.
you spend.
but if
the
you
$25
do producer, you don't get your picture in the film. You don't get everything below.
Right.
It's
There
not
are
set.
some things that are very exclusive to
Right.
themselves, like the photo in there. But the other thing is there's some of the larger ones that you get where you get better perks
Right.
that if you just were to do your photo in the movie, you're not going to get like tickets to the premiere and, things of that nature.
You okay? Need a bucket?
I threw up in my mouth a little bit, but it
Okay.
usually happens when we're around each other.
Okay, I understand. Yeah, you
Yeah.
do that to me as well.
It's because you don't wear underwear.
I swallow it down. Well, at least I have my pants on this time. But that's soon.
Well, that's-
that could,
no,
that
you
could
don't.
change briefly.
The lower half's behind a desk, so
Well,
we know
you
the
know.
truth. We know the truth.
I am going to do the under the shirt.
It's
copper
too
film.
late, David. It's too late to go tell them to stop mowing. They've stopped. Oh, he has to go poop.
Our technical advisor has left the building. So if anything happens, we go black when that's not our fault. But if you can still hear us, we'll stay here. All right. But anyway, we've had a few more people join us. Looks like the
Hello, few people.
Yeah. Thank you for joining us on this fine Mother's Day. Any ladies that might have joined us, if you're a mother, happy Mother's Day to you.
Yep.
Thank you for joining us.
Shane Devon, he is not a mother, but he is a father. And he's created music for the film in the last two movies. We're hoping to get some, he's done a great job. We're hoping to get some music from him. Sean Thomas is a composer himself. Michelle is out of Australia. So all the way across the pond.
Yay. That's awesome.
So right now she's watching us from down under. Jacob Ennis, who is also a filmmaker.
Wish I was watching this from down under.
And Robert Howard, who is one of my biggest fans and hates Eric's guts.
Yes, he does. As per everybody else.
I love you, bro.
All right, that's cool.
And immediately Robert says, he's like, hey, Eric, I'll see you sometime this week. I'm assuming to beat him up.
Well, it says donating this week. Thank you. But hey, anybody who just joined in, we kind of got a low amount of people joining in. I think Mother's Day, and we'll get it out there a little late. But we are here. We are here to bum money and beg money.
That's right.
For our
We
Indiegogo,
are
our
fully
Indiegogo
mooching
campaign
at this
for
point.
Devil's Night, Volumes of Blood 3.
Did you say volumes of bud?
Yeah, Volumes of Bud, man. Volumes of Bud 3, man.
David can't handle it anymore. He's having a drink now behind the
we've
camera.
driven David to drinking, so
Yeah.
awesome. Hope we're not driving you all to drink, because that's more money you're spending when you could be donating.
That's true.
Just saying. But anyway, we are here to talk about Devil's Night, Volumes of Blood 3. As you can see, this is our first two movies we have out here. And this is the mask of the face from the first two films that will be seen in the third film. I do portray the face. We're not here to talk about me, but these are just part of the Volumes of Blood. We're talking about our campaign. If you would like to get our third movie, you can get on there and you can donate. It's $25. It'll be $30 with shipping.
Yep.
And you can get a Blu-ray of our first movie. Our third movie. There's other perks on there that you can get. There's a $40 perk to get your picture in the film. There's a $75 digital package. There's 3 producer packages. You have an exclusive poster from Michael Broom that's on there that you can only get through this campaign. Tamara Glenn has offered up her time when she's in town. She's going to be an executive producer and in the film, and she is offering up for her time that weekend to go out to dinner to Mexican with one fan that gets that exclusive perk for one person. So you've got 48 hours to get any of these perks. Please jump on there and do that in the next 5 minutes.
Yep.
And,
I'm looking at our feed here, and I currently have 753 Facebook friends online, and 8 people are viewing. So
I have 9 on mine.
There's a
it's down
massive disconnect there.
Who
but
left? Matt Green.
it's only because of how popular
It was
Volumes
9
of
a
Blood
minute
truly
ago.
is.
Matt Green. It was 9 a minute ago. And Matt Green just jumped in, so we've lost 2 people. Oh, it's back up to 9. Maybe Matt makes 9. Hey, Matt, thanks for joining us.
Eric says Volumes of Bud would sell in a day, and truthfully, he's probably right. That would sell quickly.
I'd buy into that, man. Yeah. Anywho, back to the Indiegogo campaign.
Yep.
If you don't want a perk, you don't have that kind of money, you just have a couple of bucks and you still want to help us out, you can click on the little rectangular button that says back it above the perks. Featured right here. When you go on the screen, you'll see it. You can click back it, and that allows you to put whatever monetary amount you want to put in there. Man, $1, that's fine, because all that all adds up. We'll take it. We appreciate even $1. But if you can't even do that, or it's not your thing, please push this out there. Share it. Tell your friends, family members.
Share this video.
Yeah, share this video.
Create a watch party.
Tag a cousin in Washington State. Tag a cousin in Australia, wherever it may be. A friend that may be in the military, that may be a horror fan. Let them know this is going on. Maybe they want to be involved. Maybe they want to be in. They're going to be in town and they can be in the film. But if you can't do the Indiegogo campaign, other ways you can help out. We do have our first 2 films. You can go to our buddy Justin Seaman's site, Scream Team Releasing. His movie is The Barn. This is the first film here, Volumes of Blood. PJ's pointing at it. You can get that exclusively through his site, Scream Team Releasing. That is it's only in Blu-ray, and it's the collector's. I can't ever say collector's edition. You can get that exclusively through him at his site, and this is our second movie, Horror Stories. You can get that through darkcutspictures.com. You can also get it on Vudu, Google Play, Amazon Prime. Actually, you can watch it free on Amazon Prime, iTunes. So you can get this several different ways. And then if you know anybody in town that or in the tri-state area that has a business that'd like to do some product placement, that's how we basically got the second film funded. And anybody that might have been involved with that with us last time, thank you very much. We've got a couple involved now, but we do have room for lots of product placement. You can contact PJ at his site, his Facebook page. Go to me, my Facebook page. You can go to our site that's listed above the video here, at bloodmoonpics@gmail.com. You can probably contact us through the Blood Moon Pictures page or the Volumes of Blood page if you want to do it that way. We do have things we can send in the mail, or we can talk to you on the phone, or we can meet with you. But that's what we're here about. Any of those ways you can help out, that's great. Anybody that's watching has any questions, feel free to jump in. We've already answered a few.
Shane's apologizing for not participating as much, which he is. He's shared some stuff. So, I mean, like you said, that's better. That's better than absolutely nothing. He said, I put these live streams on my television in the background, which tells me he's doing his taxes or his laundry, and we're just kind of background noise. But, hey, I'll take it. Being background noise is better than being no noise at all.
Sharing this video, sharing the campaign with people, networking this out there, maybe they won't have anything to do with it, and they'll have a friend like, oh my God, I need to let David know about this, and then they'll let a friend, and that's how it's just like dominoes. So get the word out there, help with sharing. Nathan Seaton has just joined us. Thank you, Nathan. Nathan's helped us out quite a bit with the Volumes of Blood series. He's a good friend of ours. If anybody does have any questions, feel free, like I said, to jump in.
Yeah. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns,
Mm-hmm.
you can ask us anything. We're pretty transparent.
And one thing we haven't touched base about, I mean, interrupt, that PJ and I just want people to understand that Blood Moon Pictures is a company, and we do co-own the company, but that company is here to make films for fans of horror. I'm not saying everything we're ever going to do is horror, but it probably has some kind of horror involved in it, I would say. So when you do contribute to what we're doing, you are contributing to get the film made. You are not paying for an elaborate office. You're not paying for us to have a car payment. We're not putting any money in our account. All the funds that we receive go into the Blood Moon Pictures account, and everything goes to advertising, to special effects, anything that has to do with getting the film from script to the screen. That's what the money goes to. We don't receive a dime. So just want to get that out there. If there's a misconception, a lot of people think, oh, we've got 2 movies out there, we've got money rolling in. No, we do not.
I mean, here's the true fact of the matter.
Right.
If we were able to fund these movies, we wouldn't be doing this live video right now. We wouldn't be sending private messages.
Right.
We wouldn't be creating posts and tagging people and saying, hey, please help us out. If we had the money, we'd be making a movie right now. The difference is we're not industry. If we were industry, we wouldn't care about you guys. We would just make movies and then just expect you to pay for it at the box office. But that's not what we are. We're outside the system. So the truth of the matter is that we don't have the money. Otherwise, we wouldn't be doing this. It's not like we have a stash of cash laying around and we're like, hoo, hey, we're going to be able to make this big blockbuster, right? And it's going to go to Family Video across the country and into Canada. And then we're going to be able to pay our bills next month. No.
Yeah, because if that was the case,
We work 2 40-hour jobs.
If that was the case, we'd probably be either on set right now filming, or we'd be sitting somewhere having a meeting scheduling for filming for the next week. We wouldn't be sitting here doing this, bugging David on Mother's Day, which
right.
graciously his wife let us do this. And another thing, we haven't plugged them much today.
Well, we also wouldn't be going to our mother's house after this to bug our mothers on Mother's Day.
I already bugged my mom.
About
my
giving
mom.
us money
I've already
for the
bugged,
movie.
I've already bugged my mom for that. But one thing, past that note, I do want to say, Dave, thanks to David Abrams
Yes.
for allowing us into his house, to his pretty damn good, cool studio here at Outbreak Studios from his Outbreak podcast. You can check him out on Facebook as well. There's his little thing at the bottom of the screen.
It's called a logo.
Whatever it is. I just see a blur because I don't have my glasses on. Just kidding. Tony Brown and he did an excellent job putting the studio together, and he's graciously, this is what, our 3rd time.
Yep.
Let us come in and do this instead of sitting on a card table at my house, in my trashy house, as PJ says.
Haley, I've never said that.
Yes, he has. She hasn't
there is
liked either.
there
of
is
them.
absolutely no proof existing anywhere that I've said that you have a trashy house.
Adam Vincent has joined us. Thank you, Adam. Getting off that because that's a lie. But yeah,
No,
it's
he just has
is-
his room he hasn't cleaned.
And not only is David
really
being
what it is.
gracious and letting us use his house, his wife is also letting him do it, and she's pretty cool for doing that. But also, David.
His wife is so gracious she almost let me park in the neighbor's driveway.
And David is also running the show for us when we're doing this, so he has to be with us. He's behind the scenes. So thank you, David.
Happy. Whoa!
It's a hint because I keep looking at the other screen.
No, just messing with you.
Oh, but yeah. So, but anyway, yeah. But that being said, why are we here? Who are you? What am I doing?
I think we're begging for money on Mother's
Oh.
Day.
I think that stuff just
Look.
kicked in.
Yeah. So here's the deal. Mother's Day will happen again next year. So technically, any money that you plan to spend on your mother last minute, go ahead, put it towards Volumes of Blood Devil's Night, and then next year, save up a little bit extra and buy your mom something really nice to make up for this year.
Word
Because
to your mother.
Volumes of Blood Devil's Night doesn't happen every year. Mother's Day does. So this is a very unique opportunity.
Unique. That was very unique.
Does that
PJ.
make
Thank you.
make sense?
No, I think you confused a lot of people, and they probably. Yep, we're down to one person. Thank you, David, for still watching.
No, we have 8, or it's a sideways infinity sign.
We
It
have
means there's
an
just an
infinity
infinite
amount of
amount
people
of people
watching.
watching
That's
right now.
awesome.
I think that's. I'm going to say
I'm gonna
it's
turn
that.
my phone and go with that.
Yes,
wait a minute,
perfect.
It's back to 8 again.
Perfect.
Oh wait, it's back to 8 again. Oh wait, oh, never mind. Sorry.
Well, you gotta get it.
So anyway, I'm Eric Huskisson. Thank you for joining us.
Wait, are we
That's PJ
wait? Are we
Starks.
ending?
No, we're starting again.
Okay, I was like, what?
I'm Eric Huskisson. That's PJ Starks, I think. We
Yep.
are Blood Moon Pictures that is making the third and final in the trilogy anthology, started and pretty much scripted by him.
Well, not entirely me. There's
I said mainly.
Right, but I'm not gonna take all the credit
here.
here.
I'm not going to give you all the credit. I never give you all the credit, even though you try
Right.
to take it usually. But we're here to fund Devil's Night Volumes of Blood 3 with our Indiegogo campaign. I'm here with my partner in crime and movie making, PJ Starks.
I like how you threw "in crime" in there in case there's any confusion. But we'll move on from that.
Yes,
Adam Vincent says next year you can buy your mother the Blu-ray, which is very true.
That's
There's
true.
one thing that mothers like, it's independent horror films.
Exactly.
I know that because my mom tells me that all the time.
Yeah. I don't know how many times.
So it's got to be true.
If I had $1 for every time my mom said that,
You'd have like $4.
yeah, pretty much, maybe $2.
That's $4 we wouldn't have had to put towards Volumes
Exactly,
of Blood had
exactly.
she not said that.
Anybody still watching and you have any questions that you want to ask us about the film, about producing, about the scripting, about playing a character, you have any questions about any of the perks, and like I said, another way I look at this too, a lot of people don't like doing this because they don't want to put their credit card information on like Indiegogo. And that's another thing we haven't discussed tonight. You don't have to do that. You can personally message PJ or I on Facebook, and we've done that for other people, and we can take care of you that way. It's anonymous that way, and then you're not having to put your credit card information on this site. We can take care of it another way.
Shane says people should donate in their mother's names so their moms get the credit on the screen for supporting the Indiegogo campaign. I think that's a genius idea.
Hey, that's Mother's Day for you right there.
Yeah.
That's just
Here's what you do. You donate, or you don't donate, but you contribute under your mom's name. Your mom's name gets in the credits. Then you give her the Blu-ray next year. She's on IMDb. Her name is on the silver screen. She didn't see that coming. Happy Mother's Day.
Oh.
So, you didn't hear one thing that I just said. You weren't even listening.
You never
Don't
listen.
you have a Fitbit?
Never
Don't you have a
listen.
Fitbit that tells you?
I lost it yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah.
I thought you gave
The little clasps came
some
off
weight
that
since I
held it
saw
in
you
place,
yesterday. So
My wife kept saying, "Need to get you another one." I was like, "Yeah, I need to get that class replaced," and then I lost it that afternoon.
did you really lose it? We know how. It just shows how important getting fit was for you.
Yeah.
You should just come over to my house after this and we'll eat some pie.
I keep doing this though. I keep doing that. My other watch, I need to have it fixed. I can't get it fixed. I'm trying. But anyway, we're back off subject again. I just have no
Yep.
clue what time it is right now because I can't see.
No, you're fine.
Okay. Huh? It's 4:02. All is well. It's
Oh, a couple
98
things
degrees.
I will say this. A couple things we haven't actually talked about yet.
Yes, sir.
And there's 2 days left for these, just as much as there is this. But so Moses Mosley had done a video where he talked about why he's excited because he was on The Walking Dead. He just recently shot something for BET. He's going to be in the Watchmen series on HBO. And he talked about, how excited he was that there's a third film coming and why it's important that he thinks people should give. And one of the cool things that he did to show how generous he truly is, and this was something we had no idea that this was happening until after he made the video, but he said whoever the top contributors are, once the campaign is over with, they're going to get some autographed headshots or photographs of Moses on set. And he's got different ones. But so that's something that you can think about too. So you'll be getting in something additional that even we weren't really privy to until after he said, "Hey, I'm doing this." And then the other thing is, and this is more strictly for anyone who's in Owensboro right now, but we do have something going on at the local family video where we have a poster set up. And if you go and you take a photograph with that poster, you share it on social media, and you put #SupportVOB3 and tag Volumes of Blood on Facebook, then you'll get put in for a drawing for a basically what is a movie package where you're going to get a $20 gift card to Family Video, popcorn candy, and a copy of the first and second Volumes of Blood on Blu-ray. So Yeah, so if you're in the Owensboro area right now, that is definitely something you should do. There's only 2 days left to do that because as soon as this campaign is over with, that's when we're stopping that. And so the poster is up. As soon as you walk into the family video location, you can go in there, take a photo. You could share it on Instagram, other places. You could tag friends for additional chances to be put into the drawing. So, yeah, so if you're in the Owensboro area, stop in family video. If you're like me, you rent movies. You keep them for 75 days. You rack up massive late fees. And then you're like, oh, crap, I should probably take this back. The next 2 days is to do that because you could take it back, not necessarily pay the late fees, but take a picture with the poster for a chance to get a $20 gift card, candy, popcorn, and 2 movies.
Can't beat that.
Nope.
Also, Moses Mosley, he posted out there a couple of days ago, it was either yesterday or Friday, that he's going to be co-starring in that new, well, it's not new, I think this is the second season, fourth season? Has that been on very long, Queen of the South? He's going to be co-starring on that.
Is that the show on BET that?
I'm not sure. Is that the one you're talking about?
I'm not. I should probably know this, but I don't.
Yeah, just.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did say that.
Queen of the South in June. He's going to be co-starring USA Network.
Oh, okay.
It returns to USA Network. So
maybe I didn't know about that then.
Yep.
I'll definitely have to check
Queen
it
of
out.
the South. It's going to be on USA Network. It says return, so I'm thinking second season, could be third or fourth. I'm not sure, but he's going to be co-starring on that in June.
Cool.
So I thought that was
well.
pretty
Either
cool.
way, whoever the top contributors are, turn into Eric. For some reason, this word is really hard for me to say all of a sudden. Then you'll get autographed pictures of Moses Mosley. If you aren't really familiar with the name, you can go on IMDb, and he's got a laundry list of credits. So he's done some like huge blockbuster movies. He was in one of the Hunger Games movies. He was in the baseball movie 42. I'm fat, so I don't watch sports movies very often. So you could definitely check that out, see who he is, learn more about Moses. You can also watch Volumes of Blood Horror Stories. If you have Amazon Prime, you can watch it for free. It's also on VHX, Vudu, iTunes, Google Play.
I always forget
YouTube Movies, several other platforms, or you can go to darkcutspictures.com and you can get a Blu-ray or a DVD there if you like physical media, because that's how I roll. I'm
So
a
do you
physical
really
media
not watch
person.
sports movies because you're fat?
No, I mean I do watch sports movies. I don't play sports because I'm fat. It's exercise,
It was just
but
a funny comment you made.
but no, Remember the Titans is one of my favorite films. Mystery Alaska, I like that. Miracle is a phenomenal movie.
Yeah. Well,
So,
look who was in it. Well, same way with Remember the Titans. Look who was in it.
yeah.
Yeah, great actors.
They're really good stories too. Even though
Yeah.
I think over the years some things have kind
Mighty
of
Ducks.
come to light where it's like, these may not be entirely true details, but they're still great movies.
Yeah, We Are Marshall's a good one.
Recently, it was brought to my attention that Pootie Tang never happened, but I don't know how much I believe that because I am a big proponent for Pootie Tang.
David's like, why the hell am I involved in this crap?
He's like, I could be doing something actually constructive on Mother's Day, but here I am. This is my reality.
Some of you out there, you want to talk about Horror Hound?
Hmm?
You want to throw Horror Hound?
Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. So Eric and I are going to be going to Horror Hound in Indianapolis in September.
We are going to be...
It's the 6th through the 8th.
6th through the 8th of September, Horror Hound in Indianapolis. We're basically going to be at the Scream Team releasing booth, but we're going to have our own section. He's kind of having us in there since he's selling our movie to plug the movies to help sell them. So we're going to be there with him at his booth. So I think we're going to have half, and he's going to have half, and we're going to feed off of each other and feed his movie. And what?
That sounded really odd.
Commented this came up.
Your wife is a very understanding woman, PJ.
That isn't.
I want you to clarify, Matthew. I'm kind of confused as to it. I've said a lot today, so I would love to know. And if it's something you think that could be a little seedy or naughty, you can private message me.
Oh, live streaming on Mother's Day.
Oh, well, actually,
There's a misconception
Trina
there,
is
yes.
at church right now. So while she's at church, while she's at church learning about Jesus, I'm here pushing a movie called Devil's Night Volumes of
Welcome
Blood
to the
3.
show. But thank you for calling him out on Facebook, Matthew. I
Two
appreciate
ends of the
that.
spectrum, but yes, no, Trina is, she's incredible. She hates me sometimes, hates me a lot of times,
Yes, she
probably,
does.
but yeah, she does put up with a lot, and she is.
Yes, she does.
She's a pretty incredible mother.
Yes, she is.
So she does have to put up with a lot,
Yes, she does.
but she's in church right now, so that's how I get
Yes,
away
she
with.
is.
That's how I get away with this. Thanks. You're my David McMahon all of a sudden.
Woo! All right.
Oh no. Okay, talk, and I'm gonna look at something real quick. Okay, so somebody just sent photos from that Snapchat app and said these ladies would like to contribute, and they turned us into, it was the thing where they turn us into women.
Where'd they get the pictures from?
No, what it does is you put a photograph into this app.
I know where'd they get
and
our
it-
picture from.
He screenshotted it from this live. It's
Oh,
Adam
my
Vincent. He's
God.
actually on the team, and horrifyingly, I look exactly like my cousin Tiffany, like to a T.
What, he sent it to your Facebook page?
And I'm looking at your photo real quick. I'll be honest. I mean, if I had no other options, I'd probably hit that.
Got it.
I'm
Hey,
just
David,
saying.
you got
Happy Mother's Day, Eric.
You got any beer? I need a refill. Can I get the lid off?
I said if I had no other options, and I mean,
Well,
look at
yeah.
me. It's obvious I've got plenty of options.
We have slept together before. So,
If I weren't
you know.
married, of course. We slept butt to butt once, but
Yeah,
you do
but,
that once
you know.
and it's forever.
Yeah.
Too much input.
Crack to crack.
It's weird. We slept butt to butt and somehow managed to both lose our wedding rings.
Yeah, look, mine's gone. I fooled you. Anyway, yeah. We actually
Anywho.
found them in the bed later. But anyway,
Adam, that is hilarious. I'll have to show Eric. These
yeah, I can't wait to
photos
see
whenever.
those.
You don't want to see them, but
Yeah, probably don't. There's been a couple that have been put out there. I'm a little bit put off by, but anyway.
man.
Did you see Alex Clark's earlier?
no.
It tried to remove his beard, but it couldn't. So it looks like just the silhouette of a beard on this girl, and it's like he said it looks like somebody tried to cover up a beard stubble with makeup, and it does.
Oh, I'll have to check
Yeah,
that out.
it's a good one. Anyway,
Well, you pointed out Troy Escamilla. Troy, who's actually a part of it,
Yeah, I
the
saw
project. He's
Troy's
one of the
too.
directors. He sent the picture.
Danielle is on Tony's wife, and so is Gretchen Graham.
oh, okay.
Oh, hey.
So you want to say it.
Oh, I didn't see him. When did they come in? I didn't see him. Oh,
Yep.
I guess mine has.
We're too busy talking about it.
Mine's behind.
We're too busy talking about turning each other into women. So, yep.
Well,
But
Daniel Brown has joined us, and Gretchen Gray Mahoney has joined us. Thank you all. My phone's a little slow on the uptake. David's keeping us up to course, so thank you all for joining us. We need to get back to topic. We've gotten
We
off
do.
topic a little bit.
we do.
Talking about how we look as women on Facebook. Thank you, Adam. I think.
How do
But
we,
anyway,
what's the time frame here? With,
I mean, right now you're like 54 minutes. but
okay, so we go another 7.
we'll
7
go
or 8
another
minutes.
round here.
Yeah.
Is everybody ready to go another round with us?
Let's do it.
Who isn't?
Yeah. All right.
Who doesn't want to go another round?
Thank you for joining us on Mother's Day. I'm sorry we're having to do this on Mother's Day, and any of the ladies that may be in the audience, happy Mother's to you. Happy Mother's Day to you. Thank you for all you do. I can't talk today, and I'm completely sober. I can't figure it out. But anyway, my point,
Yikes.
happy Mother's Day to you. We're having to do this today because of time frame. We've only got about 48 hours left, and we can't do this tomorrow. So
Nope, or
David-
Tuesday.
David Abrams is graciously, I can't say graciously for
No,
shit.
you can't.
Let us in his house,
Language.
in his studio. I don't care.
The
In his
FCC is
studio,
going to be
the
calling
Outbreak
David up.
Studio from his Outbreak podcast series that he does. Thank you, David, for letting us come in week to week to do this the last few weeks. It's a great set. Tony Brown did an awesome job with you helping make this. But we are here to talk about Devil's Night, Volumes of Blood 3, our
Yes.
Indiegogo campaign. That is the main reason we are sitting here looking like, well, I'm looking like an old man. He's not. But at least
I'm getting there. I'm pushing 40.
yeah, well, I done
Pushing
passed
the
that up,
young
but
40.
We are at about 9,400. We are trying for 15,000. That is not our goal for the entire film. That's just to get us through this.
Yep.
We do have about 100.
The goal, and I wanted to point out, the goal has not gone up $1 since we started doing this an hour ago.
Well, you know, it's Mother's Day. People may be busy. Maybe they'll hit later on.
Just
in
throwing
the
that out
afternoon.
there.
But 120 backers so
No
far.
pressure.
Anybody may be watching that has already backed us, thank you very much. Remember, even if you backed it, you can still push it out there. Share this to friends, family, coworkers, neighbors, whatever, you know. But we have great packages, anywhere from $25 all the way up to $1,000. There is an exclusive poster through Michael Broom, who has done some work from Nicotero of Walking Dead, designing zombies. So if you're a Walking Dead fan, you might want to jump on one.
Well, he also does have a fan page on,
he
on
does. He
Facebook
does
that you
some
can
great
check out.
artwork.
He's consistently doing new artwork,
Yeah.
and he's done some incredible things.
The
So you should
poster
definitely
is a pretty
check
cool
his stuff
poster.
out.
It is exclusive, and if you're a Walking Dead fan, definitely you want to jump on there. There's the poster. Thank you,
Yep.
David, for pulling that up. But it is exclusive to this, and he did design this based off what PJ wanted it kind of look like, and then he added his own little touch to it. It's pretty cool, but that's exclusive with this campaign. We have another exclusive part of this. It's a perk. Tamara Glenn has graciously offered up her time while she's going to be in town filming. She has joined us as an executive producer. Now she is going to be in the film. She has offered up her time to go with a fan that does this one perk. It's one person only to go to dinner with her. She is from the Halloween series. She was in Halloween 5, and she was also in Freddy's Nightmare, and she just finished Teacher Shortage, which is one she's been in recently.
She's been in a lot of projects
Yeah.
recently.
So catch her. There's the perk right there you can see on screen. There's only one of those, so 48 hours, so don't wait if you wanted to do that.
Yeah. Extra added incentive too is Eric and I will both be there.
And it will be
I know
next-
I know it's exciting to go to dinner with Tamara and everything, but you know, it's even more so that I'm sure it's just going to push you over the top to know that
more
Eric
than
and I will
likely-
be there.
More than likely, it will be Mexican. That's what she's asked.
Yeah.
We can work out something probably.
Yeah.
But there's other perks there. Like I said, they're $25 all the way up to $1,000. There's 3 producer perks. There's a $40 picture perk where you can have your picture put in there, like on a wanted poster, a family photo. $25 to get you a film and the poster. There is a $5 fee on there, so it would be
Yeah.
$30 for the shipping.
There's walk-on rolls that
There's
you could be an
walk-on
extra.
rolls.
The walk-on rolls have been pretty popular so far.
Right.
We actually sold out of the first round of those, and we started up a second round. So I think there's three of those left.
Yeah. 2. Right? Oh, that's right. There is 3. That's right.
Yeah. We actually had someone get the perk yesterday, the walk-on roll, and then
There it is.
there's 3 left. And then 4 minutes later they refunded their money.
Hey, stuff happens. But anyway, if you don't want a perk or you don't have this kind of money, we understand, but you still want to kind of help out, you can go to the top of the perks. There's a little rectangular button that says back it. Just click on that, and you can put a monetary amount in there, and even $1 works. I mean, you know, we'll take $1 because that adds up. If 500 people gave $1, we have $500.
Yep.
So, you know, we understand that. And if you don't want to do this on here, a lot of people are a little weird about putting credit card numbers on a website. I mean, they've been around for a while. Indiegogo, I've never heard of them having any problems, but you can personally message PJ and I through our Facebook pages or through bloodmoonpics@gmail.com,
Which is right here.
which is, right there.
Eric, stop pointing. You're pointing another face.
It's right there. You can get with us that way.
Jeez.
If you don't want to do it, we can take care of you on that route. But then there's another way that you can help us out. We do have our previous 2 movies that are out there for sale. Our first one, Volumes of Blood. PJ pointed that one for him because I know they can't see those big white letters.
Yep.
That is
Where is it?
That is exclusively through Scream Team Releasing. Our buddy Justin Seaman of the Barn. Can't see my shirt, but that's fine right now. We're talking about the movies.
Something else too about this real quick that we've never talked about. It has reversible art.
Yeah,
So
that's cool. Yeah,
there's
I
also
forgot about that.
you can reverse that art. There's
But that is
different
exclusive
artwork
through
on there.
Screen Team Releasing, the Collector's Edition, or you can get our second movie, which is Horror Stories, the one I'm pointing out here. On the Volumes of Blood, the first one I have to say you can only get that through a Blu-ray. This right here is offered right now through darkcutpictures.com. You can get it there on VHX. You can get it on Vudu. You can get it on iTunes, Google Play. You can get it on Amazon Prime. if you have Amazon Prime, you can watch the second one for free. You can see this lovely character in both films. This is the mask of the face, which is going to be in the third one that you would be contributing to. Also, if you know anybody that has a local business, we do product placement. That's pretty much how we funded the second film.
That's entirely how we funded the
so
second film.
if you know somebody that has a pizza place or has a local business, a coffee house or like someplace like CYB Brewing, someplace that has beverages.
If you have a product of any kind, if you have a logo of any kind, we can put it on a shirt, we can put it on an item, we can place it somewhere in the film. There's a really good chance that we'll make it work. That's what we did with the second film, and it worked out pretty successfully.
If you have a truck or a vehicle with your logo on it, we can get that in there. There's several ways we can do that. You can contact us about that through our personal Facebook pages, or I don't know why Dave was laughing, but apparently somebody did something.
Outbreak Studio logo, product placement.
Oh,
what's going on, Ben?
And then, and then this is an example. Graciously, David Abrams is letting us.
You love that word today. Gracious is the word of the day. Well, don't get pouty.
Ben says the perks are great.
Yes, they are. But anyway, that's just an example. We are in Outbreak Studios, David Abrams, Tony Brown's Outbreak Podcast Center, and thank you for letting us be here. That is, some placement there, as David pointed out, laughingly. But and this is also another product placement. Our good buddy at Horror Fuel, Kelly McNeely, gave it these. I mean, this is a koozie that we use that you can see on film. There it is. Woo! Yeah, that's fun. But anyway, that's just ways you can do product placement. You can contact.
Nothing's more fun than product placement.
You can contact PJ and I on our Facebook pages, or you can go to bloodmanpicks@gmail.com, which is up there somewhere, and that's where I pointed this time. So hey, contact us. If you don't want to do it and let everybody know about it this way, or you want to talk about product placement, you can contact us personally.
Yep.
Those are the three ways. We are here mainly talking about the Indiegogo that has 48 hours left.
That's right.
So we
probably less than 48 at this point.
Well, maybe close.
Yeah, because I think it ends sometime in the afternoon on Tuesday. So, and I know I did talk to a couple people that said, hey, I don't get my paychecks till Monday or late Monday night, early Tuesday morning. Can I still donate then? 100% yes. This will go through. And the thing about the Indiegogo is, as time ticks down, it'll actually say very specifically on there how many hours are left, all the way down until it's it'll say it can get the minutes, I believe. So you definitely, we have time. We have just around 48 hours, or I think somewhere right under 48 hours to hop on here. We're at $9,370. We're at 62%, so we have 38% left to reach our goal.
That's it, 38%.
That's right. And here's the thing.
I don't want to tell you what PJ is going to do if we don't hit that 38%.
I'm an evil taskmaster. You have no idea. I mean, it'll be beast mode, as the kids are saying nowadays. But
he'll graciously contact you.
Yes, Graysonly. But
he'll gradiently get with you.
The thing is, so we have under $6,000 to get. We got 38% left. If we hit the goal in the next 2 days, this will technically even stay active where people can continue to contribute after we reach our goal. And honestly, I would like to at least hit $10,000. It can be done. We're at $9,370 now.
48 hours, we need $630.
That's right.
Make your pledges now.
So, yeah. So I think it's very doable.
Didn't work.
Well, he didn't refresh.
Oh, okay.
Well, I also haven't got any notifications, so I don't think.
I got your notification.
Yeah. The only notification I have is when Adam turned us into women and sent those photos. That's gonna be our new. I think that'll be our new headshots.
I thought somebody turned you into a woman a long time ago, but we're not going to go into that.
I did get a vasectomy several years ago, but we don't have to talk about that.
It's the Curtis water talking.
No.
Yes.
Rachel Oost, who helped behind the scenes on Volumes Blood Horror Stories, was actually the nurse who was there during the procedure.
Yes, I know. I've heard this story.
I'm going
And
to tell
I
everybody.
feel so bad for her.
I feel bad for her too. I mean, I told her that, I told her that the day of. So, all right, enough
So was
about.
she in there when they did it?
Yeah, she was. Yeah. The best part about my vasectomy was they didn't have to use very much tape to put things in place. So I saved them a little bit of money. But yeah, so Devil's Night, Volumes of Blood 3. We're coming down.
Welcome to Vasectomy Talk. This is
Yeah.
Eric Huskisson.
We're coming down to the wire, and we have 2 days left, 38% left to go, and it can be done. We just need your help to do it.
Hey guys, I mean, we say this all the time. We've been on here several weeks doing this. If you can't give money, we understand. Nobody's rich. We're not rich. If we were rich, like we tell everybody, we wouldn't be here. But you can click the back button and give a couple bucks. You can holler at us, give us $5. But least and foremost, spread this out there. Share it. Let friends, family know. Just put it out there. Share it out there. Let other people see it, because there's people that may not know about this that want to get involved. Until they find out about it, see it, they're not going to know to do that. I mean, it's been in the paper. We've been on here. It's been on the radio. It's gotten out there, but there still may be some people that may not know. So share it. Please share it. I mean, just, you never know. You may have some rich uncle that you don't know about that likes horror films.
Yeah.
Doesn't want to give you the money and wants, who knows?
Yeah. If you have a rich uncle, you definitely need to share this with
Maybe
them.
it'll reach out to some rich uncle that PJ
Right.
and I don't know
Oh,
about.
and here's something else that actually brings to mind this. If you know someone who could potentially come onto the project to help get it funded, we are very much about giving credit where credit is due. So you could very easily get a producer credit and become a part of the project just because you know someone who could potentially help fund the project. So today you're like, I'm not even a part. I don't know anything about this. I'm not even a part of the project. And then you're like, oh, I do know somebody who could potentially help. You send them our way. We talk to them. We're able to work something out. And the next thing you know, you're a producer on the project.
Or if you know somebody
that
that ever
easy.
wanted to be an extra in a film, or be in a film. I mean, we have walk-on roles. I mean, there's another way that you can contribute. You're not going to get a producer credit for it, but
Right.
you may be helping somebody out that's always wanted to be in a film that may not know about us.
So Chad Benefield just joined us.
Chad
Chad is in
what's
the
up?
last two movies. He's at WBKR. He's very well known and beloved in the community of Owensboro. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Thank you,
And he
Chad,
was-
for helping us out with the first
yeah.
two films
He
and all
was
the help
awesome
you've given us in the past.
He was awesome in the first two movies.
Yeah. I like cutting his guts. Well, give it.
What?
Spoiler. Cut.
Oh,
You know.
I was like, yikes, where are you going with this?
Well, hey, it was a fun scene working with him. If you
Oh, no,
remember,
yeah,
'cause
it was
he
definitely
laughing.
a lot of fun. Yeah.
But yeah.
He's already left. He's like, ugh,
Yeah, I can understand that.
I don't want to hear her talking
I'm
about
surprised
me.
he's not out running. It's a nice day outside to be running.
Yeah. I actually have Chad's couch in my house.
Awesome.
It still smells like him.
Okay. Well, Chad, you're like, why in the hell did I chime into this crap? But anyway, hey guys, I guess we're gonna kind of start slowly riding off of the gravy train that is Outback.
Well, the gravy has to start coming before it
Outbreak
becomes a gravy
Studios.
train.
Shut up, PJ. And
Right now we're a dry train.
we want to
We want to add some gravy to this train.
give a big thanks out to David Abrams and Tony Brown
Yes.
for their studio out at their Outbreak studio here for their Outbreak podcast that they do. You do that weekly, right?
Yep.
Is it a certain night?
It just fits.
And when do you post them weekly?
Right.
Okay.
Check it out at
Outbreakpodcast.com is what David just said.
Yep.
You can check them out
Definitely
weekly.
check them out.
I want to say this just to give them another shout out if you're a big Game of Thrones fan. They are heavily doing something every week for the Game of Thrones shows. They have a panel of people come in, they discuss the shows, and they put it out there that week. So don't go on there for a spoiler alert if you haven't seen it, but if you're a Games of Thrones fan, get on outbreakpodcast.com and check that out weekly. So thanks to David and Tony again for having us out. This is probably going to be our last one here for this campaign. Hopefully David and them will have us back for something else later on.
Anytime.
We are here for the INDIEGOGO campaign for Devil's Night Volumes of Blood 3. Please pledge. You've got 48 hours. There's a lot of perks, a lot of ways you can help us out. If you
Matt, go ahead. I'm
no,
sorry.
you should go ahead.
I was going to say, Matthew Ulm just said, what I think is impressive is that you're averaging better than $78 per backer. And there's a lot of truth to that because our first campaign that we tried fell flat on its face. We got just around, I'd say, $4,000. So we're already doing better than the first go around. So yeah, it's very. I'm already ecstatic with what we've gotten, and very, very happy. Obviously, you know, we want to finish out as strong as we can, but we're much further along than what I ever anticipated, and it's because of the let me check real quick the almost 120 backers that we have. So thank you all so much who has donated to the project and is planning to donate to the project in the next 2 days. We seriously would not be able to do this next movie without you guys.
Got a good quick question here for you, PJ. Ben Gersh wants to know, will there be any cool cameos in the upcoming movie? That is a good question. We didn't mention that tonight.
Yeah, they're not. Yes, they're not really cameos. We do
Right.
have some genre actors who are coming in who are a part of the project. Lynn Lowry is going to be in one of the sequences, and she was in the original The Crazies that was made by George Romero. She was in I Drink Your Blood. She was in The Cat People with Malcolm McDowell. Ellen Udy is in it. She was in My Bloody Valentine. She was a regular on Dr. Quinn Medicine Woman. But My Bloody Valentine is one of my favorite slashers, so I'm just super excited because of that. And we also have Bill Oberst Jr., who's an Emmy Award-winning actor. He's going to be in one of the sequences as well. And he recently just got done shooting for Rob Zombie's 3 from Hell. Mm-hmm. But he's done a ton of stuff. You can look at all these actors and actresses who you can look them up on IMDb and see what all their credits are. But so far, they're all signed on to the project, and they've read their scripts, and they're really excited. And, of course, Tamara Glenn, who was a part of Halloween 5. She was in Freddy's Nightmares. She had she did an episode of Miami Vice, and she's done a whole bunch of stuff. And she's really jumped back in to the industry lately and has done all kinds of she's had all kinds of different roles, and we're really excited to have her part of. She's going to be she's going to play one of the roles in the wraparound sequence, and then she's also an executive producer on the credit. And plus, you have 2 days to grab that perk where you can have dinner with Tamara. And if you're a big Halloween fan, then yeah, you should definitely. I think he's banging her. That's why I paused, because I heard a bang, and I was like, wait, are we in trouble? Is someone coming in to yell at us? But it's David's mother. She's really upset that he's spending his time doing this instead of telling her Happy Mother's Day. But yeah. So if you're a big fan of the Halloween franchise, I mean, that is a very unique opportunity where you get to have dinner with someone from the Halloween franchise, Mexican specifically, because she's already said that she wants to do Mexican, and you can talk all about Halloween 5. So, hey, is that
Up to 120.
Hey, I did see Matthew said refresh, so I couldn't tell if he was saying that we're fresh.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was saying.
So I was confused.
I just think I think Matthew has too much time on his hands that he's sitting doing the math to figure out how much people have spent on
that
each
is Matthew, so don't say too many
I'm
bad
not
things
thank you
about
for the
him.
Thank you, Matthew, but I'm just saying you sitting there doing the math to figure out what people did average on each one. But thank you for doing that. We hadn't done that.
Cool. Now we're officially at 63%. We have 37% in the next 48 hours.
Hey, we gained 1% today.
We did.
1% since we started this.
Yeah.
So
Is that kind of like, does that make us anywhere near the 1% that I always hear about on the news?
I doubt it.
Okay.
I doubt it.
No, we're still far away from that. Okay.
Yeah. But anyway,
I tried.
we need to kind of wrap things up.
Yep.
We've been going at it for over an hour in here. Yeah.
Hey, my mom just came on and joined us. Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day.
Alicia Gillis, she just popped in here. So it's her fault that I'm sitting here right now, in case anybody out there is complaining about seeing their Facebook feeds.
Thank you for producing, Matthew. He said I'm producing from afar.
Oh, I was like, why are you telling my mom thank you for producing Matthew?
I said Matthew.
Weird.
Yeah, well, you know I'm weird.
This boat's sinking quick.
Yeah, well, you know.
I think it sank a long time ago.
All right, guys, 48 hours is what you've got to donate to our campaign. It's going to end Tuesday sometime in the afternoon. Do what you can. We have a back it button. You can give a monetary, or you can do any of the perks.
Yeah, even $5
Right.
will go a very long way.
And you can always, we've said this before, you can always contact PJ through personal message, or me, personal message, or go to bloodmoonpics@gmail.com. If you have any questions past this last broadcast in the next 48 hours, any concerns, anything you want to talk about, just holler at us, because this will be the last one that we are going to do live before Tuesday. So one thing also we need to do before we sign off here is we need to give a big thank you to the 120 backers that have got us to this point, to
Yes.
the 94.75. Thank every one of you all for joining in, helping us out, doing that. You got this one step closer. We're at 63% of this. Hopefully we'll be near 100% come Tuesday, but we're at 63% because of you all, and these two films are because of you all. Thank you all very much.
Yep.
Like I said, thank you all very much. Check us out on the Indiegogo page. Once again, thank you to Outbreak Podcast, David Abrams and his studio here. Dave, you got anything else you want to say, PJ?
No.
Guys, thank you. Check us out. 37%. You all
Yep.
can do it. We can do it by Tuesday.
48 hours. Help us out.
Holler at us if you need to. Y'all take care.
Thank you.
If 5 years ago you had told me that the original Volumes of Blood was going to spawn everything from a sequel to a card game to a potential graphic novel and online short films and just gain all this press and publicity and all that, I would have told you that you were crazy. None of us anticipated, me especially, that it would do anything or go anywhere, but it has, and it's become this really cool and special thing.
I was a little bit starstruck. I got to admit, here I'm involved in this thing that I just thought was kind of a friend project. It ended up being this thing that became kind of international. I didn't expect that many people out in the world going, "Oh my God, everybody check this movie out, it's great." And I just fell in love with the whole process because of all that, and wouldn't wait to do it again. I don't want to say I got a big head, but I will say that I was like, I had a part in that, yeah.
One of the things that really stands out for me with this franchise is it's an anthology series, which is one of my favorite styles. And if you haven't seen the first installment yet, I highly recommend you get on that so you can see what I mean when I say we have the best of the best people, both in front of the camera as well as behind, all the way around.
What drew me in and impressed me the most was not just the original ideas, but just how well executed that they were. Then seeing the second film, the ante was raised. It got better, the stories were stronger. Delving further into what had begun in the first film, it makes me really want to know as a viewer what's going to happen in the third.
It is the most exciting genre out there because you get to do everything in it. Everything is to 10 and over the top. So Volumes of Blood is just something wonderful to be involved with. I really enjoy it.
What separates Volumes of Blood from other horror movies is they make sure they evolve between every film. A lot of horror franchise films, they kind of de-evolve as you go through, and the quality gets worse, the acting gets worse, the stories, like, they're not even trying. But with Volumes of Blood, they make sure that they go that extra mile.
You could really tell how much the franchise had grown and how everybody had grown as filmmakers and how much further they went with the second film.
Volumes of Blood gets back down to what it means to be a classic horror movie. It's about finding that fear that already lives in the back of the audience's mind, bringing it forward, reminding them that it's there, and sending them home with a reason to look under their bed.
To go from one movie, 2 movies, and now going into a third installment is quite an achievement.
And the fans have been very dedicated, and you can see evidence of that online and all the horror magazines and websites.
it's a lot of people with a love for the genre, you know, rolling up their sleeves, getting to work, and you know, love of independent cinema.
From day one, it was intended to be nothing more than a bunch of horror fans getting together, making a horror film for other horror fans, and we've continued to do that, and that's exactly what the third film is, and I could not be more excited about the potential of making and finishing out a trilogy.